Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. First and foremost, if you've seen in my previous videos, Aaron decided to get me this shirt. It was dirt cheap, so I'll let Aaron take over first because he wants to get out of here.
Yeah, I want to get out of here. I'm going to let her open her present to herself.
This is the gift card that was used from Aunt Aya, so
That's
it's
some
her
of your
gifts.
own.
Huh?
That's some of your own.
Wasn't much, so can you hit you with...
Watch out for the knife. Don't cut your fingers off. I said we're going to open your present first. I know you're opening it on camera to show them off.
So, this is Etrian Odyssey 3, The Drowned City. This one's really lighter. Apparently, Etrian Odyssey 4 by Atlas doesn't have the manual. You'll have to go online, they say, to figure the manual out for Etrian Odyssey 4.
Well, also the one's a 3DS, the other one's a DS.
Yes, this
that
is
makes a difference, too.
How?
The box itself is a lighter box.
Well, anyways, Etrian Odyssey 3. And then you got Etrian Odyssey 4. So now I just need the other two Etrian Odysseys. So
I think it's a lighter polycarbon of some sort. So it just doesn't have the weightiness that the other case has. Which actually feels like very heavy plastic.
this is the one that's cool because it's got the boat. You remember the ship?
Yes.
And this one, I believe, is the one with... I don't know what this one is. I'll have to learn. This one's the one with the airship.
I was going to say Quasar the Roadkill Chicken.
Anyways, let's just get to the video.
Yes, which you should introduce.
Anyways, this is my video blog. This is my video blog as well as I wanted Aaron to explain a few things because I thought it would be cool for him to explain before I let him go how do you explain it? How you decide things in life?
Yeah, I essentially say letting God choose. And a prime example, if Rita had a cigar catalog around here, I'm sure you do, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do.
It's one of the best ways to explain it. You can't find one.
Right here.
Okay.
November, for example.
This is a cigar catalog. Now, not all these cigars are covered in, are available in smoke shops. And for instance, Rita might be sitting here and saying, you know, I really want to try this Room 101 Big Payback. And I could be sitting there at the smoke shop and saying, you know what? We got a holiday coming up. Rita and me might want to have a cigar together. And then there it is, like glowing on the shelf, the Room 101 Payback. And I'm sitting there, hey, Rita was just talking about that 2 or 3 days ago. And I want to surprise her with one. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and buy this. That's kind of the way it works. Or I'll go into a restaurant and I don't want to make a decision before going because, you know, I don't know what I'm going to be in the mood for. Maybe I want chicken that day or beef that day. Maybe I want a hamburger. Maybe I want a salad. It all depends on my mood and craving. And, you know, I get there and I look at the menu and it just seems something stands out to me. And it's like, I want to try that. Now, recently at Taco Bell, they had a ghost pepper burrito and a habanero burrito. And I said, you know what? I want to try these. I'd never heard of them. Didn't know they had them. I couldn't have planned for them. And there they were. And $1 a piece. Got to get them. It's like Rita one day. We went to Taco Bell and there's this country gravy
I actually looked
burrito.
online for it.
But you didn't know it was there before then. Oh, yes, you did. You were looking up.
Yeah.
You saw it online and made your decision beforehand because you knew the price. I didn't want to make a decision beforehand because what if I didn't want something creamy? What if I didn't really want breakfast sausage? You know, sometimes my flavor just changes what I want. So how do I make that decision? Just kind of make it when it happens. I live spontaneously, I guess you could say. I don't always do the same thing, or sometimes I get something different than usual. Sometimes it's based on cost. But I never know what I'm actually going to get before I get it. Same comes down to how I get TV shows, video games, whatever. It comes down to how much money do I have? Do I need to make Super Saver? Is these two going to be 60 and that's the only way I'm going to make Super Saver on mine, or out of what I want? And, is it time to start this show? Am I in the mood for that? Do I want to put this series on hold, or do I have enough games right now to play? I don't just buy to buy. I buy when I feel need to buy something. And, just need the entertainment around. I always like to have a TV show during the course of the month. So as long as I'm in a need for a TV show, I'll probably get something. But that all depends. So same goes for when I do cleaning and stuff. Rita wanted me to fix the vacuum yesterday, and I just didn't feel in the mood to fix the vacuum. And I was like, no, I'm not in the mood to fix the vacuum. I'll take a look at it tomorrow maybe. Especially since I had to run an errand for her and go to Wenatchee with her. It just seemed like a good time to do it when we got home before, because we had other errands to run. And, well, my day's already kind of messed up, so I might as well just get it done. And so that's what we did. We got it done. And I think you have some spittle or something on your camera, or it's reflecting off me. I don't think I'm being reflected. It's right on my elbow. And now it's on your desk somewhere.
Oh, that's the damn light. Look.
Oh. Okay. So, anyways, I don't know anything more to say about that, so I guess Rita can take over and finish up her show.
Yes, the Rita Show, starring Rita and Aaron.
The Rita Show with guest star Aaron.
Yes. Anyways, as Aaron said, today we got up early, 5 in the morning. As you can see, if you can look, today's eyeshadow is blue. And my lipstick choice today, for some of you out there, is Aaron decided to choose it. I think it's...
it was the tangerine.
Oh, yeah. So, anyways, could be in my pocket. No.
No, I put it back up with your other ones.
Really?
Second from the end on the right.
Here it is. So, yes, today's one is Tangerine Tango. For some of you out there it is. Tangerine.
Sorry, I didn't know you needed it again, so I put it up.
Anyways, Tangerine Tango. This is what it looks like. One of the girls I sometimes give guidance to, Gracie, she's a nice, pretty African-American trans woman. She's like the red lipstick and the red hair is perfect. I'm going to update my red hair soon again. So, anyways, so we got up at 5 in the morning. I decided to message Aaron around 6:15. We got the dogs walked, makeup on. Ran out the door. I forgot some letters, and I realized the heater was on, so I got that done. Got to the bus, and me and Aaron's talked to you before. The bus was packed like a sardine.
Yeah, we had to ask other people, is it okay if we could sit here? And I don't much like sitting with people I don't know, and I at least had a choice of a woman that I kind of know because we've been on the bus numerous times with her, so... No. I felt a little safe with that, but yeah, my panic was actually affecting me pretty good in there. I was trying to do Sudoku to keep my mind off of it, and I could only do 2 on the way there.
So, just to let you know, I had to roll up my sleeve. I forgot to roll it down, but it was like this, and they stuck me right here, and it hurts like Dickens. Anyway, so we went and got the blood work done. Then afterwards, we decided to go by the store And I was kind of getting irritated with Aaron. I apologize, as Jesus would say, don't get irritated, love everyone, And we did not.
Irritated at me.
Because you didn't know which direction to go in the grocery store, yeah.
Hey, we'd never been in there, really.
Yes, I realized
you
that.
said we'd been in there once, but that was years ago, and I don't even remember walking in there.
Anyway, so we got our food. I tried a new energy drink. My pen pal,
it's called
Angela. And if you haven't tried it, there's one that's got triple the caffeine. Just be careful, sweetheart.
You said it didn't seem to give you as much of a kick as you thought it would.
No, but anyways.
And I had one that had passion fruit in it, and with calcium and extra green tea in it. And I figure it was just like an extract because it didn't taste like a tea at all, and was pretty darn good. It did kind of start to taste weird when it was warming up, though.
Well, anyways, as we got our food, when we got our food, we went back to the hospital clinic, and they have a little cafe bistro.
And the driver sat down and had lunch.
Yeah, the driver says, "Can I have lunch with you guys?" It's like the bus driver. So we're like, okay. Anyways, the other funny thing is I saw the nurse for my doctor that does my hormone.
Yeah, they were updating all their pass cards. Apparently, they got a whole new system in, and they're trying to get all the systems working together. So they need to scan their card to be good for the new systems. And we also found out that they weren't taking anybody from the billing service area. For some reason, there's an investigation going on, and they don't want to give them full access. Not right now, which is kind of surprising. But yeah, her nurse from another doctor was there while we were having lunch, and that was kind of interesting. And when we went into Safeway, we saw one of our old neighbors, Josie, there, and that was really cool to see her. Didn't get to talk to her, though. She was walking through the parking lot before we got it close enough to say, "Hey, how you doing?" But we saw her, and she seems to be doing well.
So anyways, we went and did that. Then I read for a bit. I just got to say, the books that Angela got me are amazing. I'm probably going to be done by Saturday, and I'll have to restart it because it's got some good knowledge.
All three of them?
No, just the blue one. The red one takes a lot longer because, but this one here is in perfect book sync format, and I understand it. So, and also
I haven't gotten to the X-Files yet because my Blu-ray player is not working right now, and I got to use Rita's Blu-ray player.
I offered Aaron to use my laptop.
But I got to use it over here, and I got other things to do right now, so I'll get to it eventually. But right now, I'm currently watching Touched by an Angel, season 1, and I've got some other things to watch. I got Bone season 4, NCIS season 5, and Charm season 2.
NCIS, the one with Abigail?
Yes.
So you only have seasons 5 out of 13?
I have 1 through 10. As soon as 10 actually arrives. I don't know when it will. I'm not going to buy 11 and 12, I don't think, because 13's still like $59, and I'll just take some time before getting to that and probably stick with Los Angeles for a while, or Charmed, or Charmed seems to be the one I'm currently having a run on. I've kind of gotten away from Nikita because the series has kind of gotten strange. It keeps flopping around who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, who's on what side. I mean, it's interesting, but anyway.
Just to let you know, that's my uncle, not Jessie Girl. Jessie Girl's pretty cool. So, anyways. So, when we got home, the bus driver, he knows where to drop us off. So, he drops us close to home so we don't have to walk the 1 mile back.
Yeah.
Then, afterwards, on the way back, you should have, before we get to it, when we got done, I went in and used the bathroom. I know a place where I can use it where it's, a single bathroom. Privacy is good. I don't have people scowling or giving me crap, for being a trans woman using the girls' bathroom. So anyways, This, do you want to explain the first part when we got on the bus and what happened with, when I told you about Mr. Stanky or Stinky, the one that you were behind. Dandruff man.
Oh, he never came back on the bus.
Yes, but explain
when he was a bit of a hard ass. He was one of these manly men who won't even bother using a conditioning shampoo for dandruff control because, well, it's too girly for him. And he had horrible dandruff, and I'm just sitting there like, come on, be a man.
And he's like this. He
had huge flakes. It was like, if he would shake his head, there would be a snowstorm in the bus.
Anyways, I want to just say...
But every bit of hair was perfectly molded with, like, his hair grease or whatever. So maybe it would have just stuck and stayed put, but I don't know. I wanted to tell the guy, but I was afraid he'd probably be one of these guys that would punch me just for saying something about his hair. Guy was not a pleasant man.
The guy's sitting there, right? He looks at me, he scowls at me, he looks at me again, he's like, let me explain. He's sitting like this on the bus, he looks at me and goes, and you can hear under his breath complaining about how my perfume is clogging his nose.
He didn't seem to like the dog either. And this is a guy who was wearing like about a $60 pair of men's work boots. And would you stop that?
Oh, go ahead.
He was wearing fancy jeans that looked like they were brand new with, and his coat was an expensive coat. It was like a Tommy Hilfiger coat, one of those poofy ones. And
the guy was giving me a crap looking at me.
And he was wearing a polo shirt. A guy who had to have been in his 40s or 50s, built, covered in muscles, but you could just see it in his eyes that he was a jerk.
He looked at me and he was also under his breath complaining about pink this and pink nails, and I'm just like reading my book because it was so damn cramped,
Yeah.
And then on the way back,
he obviously did not want you sitting near him.
Well,
the driver kind of got us to got Rita to move to that seat because he thought the guy had gotten off the bus because he didn't even bother saying I'm going to the bathroom. And he left his bag on the bus, and since we saw the bag, we knew he was coming back, and so I didn't move there, but he thought that we should sit together, so he thought we should take the vacant seat, but it wasn't totally vacant.
Wow.
So...
Bus driver said today at lunch, from now on, if he's driving, he'll make sure that me and her get to sit together if it's cramped, And the other thing is you should have seen the scowl getting on the bus to go home. It was priceless.
Yeah, this woman who was sitting in the back of the bus, her husband was sitting in the other side of the back of the bus, which I told him I like that seat because it gives room for my service dog without him getting in anybody's way. I don't have to try to pull him in or pick him up so somebody can walk off the bus because they're narrow aisles and it's all old people. I don't want him stepped on. So it's the perfect seat for me. And so we always grab that seat when we get back on the bus because it's usually taken when we get on the bus to go there.
Yes.
And so we did our typical of taking that seat when we got back, and this woman's giving looks at Rita, and then she's complaining about how they can't get the seat belt on the one seat, and she doesn't like being over the wheel well, and there's no heater under her feet, and she wants this and that, and she wants the back seat, but we weren't going to move.
Well, the thing is, she looks at me, right? She sees her pillow, and she sees her pillow. Aaron moved the pillow.
And she just grabs
it. And she grabs it, looks at me, and she's like,
man.
And I'm sitting there with earbuds in.
I think she was trying to reserve that seat for herself on the way back, but we took it anyways.
Well, the bus driver, John, knows that, we're good people, and it's just like, well, first come,
you don't
first
have
serve.
to sit back there, but I really
I like it so because it's
well,
one
you like
seat.
To be next to me, too.
Yes, and I like to be in the back. Those little single seats are good. And if the bus is cramped and if we're first time on it...
And when my panic attacks, it actually helps because I don't have to sit next to somebody.
And the lady's looking at me like... And I got earbuds in my head, and it was good.
You got them in your head?
Earphones on my head.
Yes, I know. You can't use earbuds.
Anyways, yeah, they bother my ears. Anyways, the ear headphones. Anyways, the other thing I wanted to say is, before I get to cleaning, is me and Aaron would like to speak for a second about the sandwich.
Oh, it was good.
It was pretty dang good. The mustard is what I think made
It was
it
unique. I don't know if I actually liked the flavor or not. It was good, but I don't know.
I'm thinking next time to try either a ham or a turkey if they got it. The roast beef was really good. Usually I don't eat roast beef sandwiches, but, you know.
I like roast beef. And then I fixed the vacuum for today. It took like 20 minutes.
I fused Moppy Chew with a roast beef sandwich. And it was delicious.
Hey!
Oh!
Whatever you did, he tried to bite you.
Oh! You stink.
Yeah, well, you tried to.
Come here.
He tried to bite
Come here,
you.
Moppy.
Whatever you did.
I got something for you.
What'd you do? Yank his fur?
I picked him up and he just yapped at me.
That's not typical. You must have hurt him.
I must have picked him up wrong here.
Well, you were trying to reach behind you and pick him up at an angle.
Yes, I did. Anyways, yeah, poor. There you go. See, I fix things by giving him little treats to say I'm sorry.
Her vacuum cleaner was horribly clogged, though, all the way from the where the hose starts, all the way up around the back of the hose and nearly into it. And I had to run water through it, and I had to use chopsticks and try to pull everything out. At least that was good to try to reach in there with. And I had to keep tapping it and trying to knock stuff down, and oh, it was a mess. I've never seen a vacuum cleaner so messy. What's with your eyes?
I was checking something. Anyways, the other thing I wanted to say is I showed Aaron a couple of things that I'm interested in possibly acquiring before we head out on our trip to, well, I'm not saying. And, talking about that for a second, I do want to say for some of you out there understanding about my transition, some of my trans sisters, etc., I want to share that...
Do you have to do that right now?
Yes. I want to share with you that we had a little roadblock. So I contacted my therapist because you guys want to know. I really do not want to talk about it on Me and Eric Joint channel because that's reserved for cigars and wine.
Yeah, well, this is for your own personal
Yes,
channel.
this is my own channel.
Yeah. Anyways, the basic roadblock was that your doctor, your potential doctor, message saying that your referral letters weren't in order because of how they were worded. And it's like, what? They were in order before, now they're no longer in order? What's going on here? This doesn't make sense.
So I emailed my therapist. He says I'm on board. I contacted my endo. She's going to be on board. I'm expecting a call back on that because I asked her if it'd be okay if we could discuss it and get everything finalized by the time I go to see her at the end of the month. And then I found out my psychiatrist is on board. So even if he thinks the doctor thinks they're not in order, they can be in order, you know. And this was for a billing purpose, you know. It's like, oh, well, you have to word it this way. But the thing is no idiots out there telling us what we need and not need.
They told us exactly what they wanted in the letter. We did exactly what they wanted in the letter, and then they say the letter's no good when it's coming up on your appointment.
Yeah, exactly. They take away my surgery date, then they do the appointment, and it's like, you know, who knows? Did you eat your candy?
Yes.
So, anyways, I got all my people on board yet again, and as Aaron's getting ready to leave, I'm just gonna say in a nice way, I hope there's not any questions like what is next on my opinion, because you know I've been and I've been told the same goes with breast augmentation, so I gotta call up soon. When I call the surgeon up that does the gender confirming surgery, which Aaron said he'd take care of it for me, I am going to have him contact the surgeon the same day, the one doing the breast augmentation, because we already ordered our tickets and that put us in the hole. Basically, you know, we're struggling this month But the main problem is, and he's a sweetheart and understands this, is we have to explain to them why the therapist letter's got to be rechanged again for billing purposes. Yep. So they're going to have one that's going to basically say...
Especially since you just needed another letter for another doctor that needed to be reworded. Now all of a sudden you need to reword that. And that's getting confusing.
Exactly. So
it's like nothing's good enough.
Yeah, exactly. And it's either let's screw over Miss Rita or let's just, put roadblocks up. So
I have no idea.
I have no clue. So anyways, today's plan is, and I want to share it with you, is I might grab a couple hours of Dragon Age later in the evening. I might get into D2 for a bit. Aaron and I should do Item World by Saturday together. I'd like to do a few levels myself. I was going to ask Aaron a question about Item World. Is D2, I don't know about 3 or 4, but is D2, Aaron, the one, do they have clone squares?
Yes. I was curious what they were because it didn't seem to be working. But at the end of every turn in the first Disgaea, if there's a clone square and something's on it, it will clone it. Whereas I think it doesn't always clone on the clone squares in D2.
Aaron told me, I think it was yesterday, this little sweetheart told me about the map he went on that was all clone squares.
Yeah, it was only green and red geo squares, and the green did clone, and the red did clone, and the little prism to change it was all the way on the other side of the map. And I lost like 6 characters in the battle of clones. And a lot of the clones were of my own characters, and I was trying to use weaker characters until I got rid of it because I didn't want them getting cloned. I wanted to be able to beat my clones. Well, I managed to wipe everything out by getting to one of those geospheres and taking it down.
Well, maybe that's why it's called a tactical game. So,
but I barely got through that.
So maybe I'll try to get through the missions as Aaron was saying.
Yeah, you got to do
Act 3. Then
3.
maybe I'll get into Dragon Age for a bit. I do want to talk to Aaron eventually about.
So you can't get your Heavy Knight until after Act 3.
Well, I will try.
And I think you're ready. You are a little out of practice, though. You haven't played for a while.
I know what I'm doing anyways.
I played like the last 40 hours of that game.
Well, I will get into it as long as I don't need to do much level crunching. I do want to get strong enough so I can go into Item World, but...
You have some level 40s, and I actually would probably go and do it by strongest highest level.
Anyways, the other thing is, soon I think I want to sit down with Aaron and discuss video games. Well, I like archery, but I choose a lot of game characters if I can to have at least one archer. And
you have like 3 level 30 archers plus.
Anyways, what I'm trying to say before you interrupted is most of my games like Dragon Age 2, RPGs, I always choose my name, Rita, to be the archer. And usually it's pretty damn good, And by the way, just for reference, because I want to share this with you. Where is it? Here it is.
Wow, your 3 archers are Fiona, Nomad, and Scarlet.
Alright, this is what it says here.
And Panji.
I want to share this. It says, the only one who could lead you out of a labyrinth this twisted is you. Create your own map, record your surroundings with the stylus, create your own party. 150 skills give you complete freedom. Create your own adventure. Dozens of missions and quests to explore. This is this one, the one I'm working on. This one here says, it said that the first explorers retrieved the Grail of King from the legendary floating palace will be rewarded with wealth and fame. Beyond imagine. Enter Langard and begin your journey to the clouds. Now, before I continue, what I wanted to say before Aaron walks out is I want to discuss with him soon, by the end of the month, deciding what other games to get that would be perfect for us, because I'm probably going to be stuck in a hotel for 3 weeks sometime this year.
You have like 15 portable games.
Or I can get, and I'm going to be in a hotel for about a week after Breast Aug, so I need to see about some other ones, but I don't think PS2 games
you have
will
like
be
2 Kingdom Hearts. You've got.
I need to get the other
You
Kingdom
got a Fire
Hearts.
Emblem. Yeah, you've got 3 Etrians you haven't played. You could use my Rune Factory. You've got the 2.
Would I like Rune Factory? Because if it's the same,
it's an RPG based.
Yeah, but don't you have to spend most of your time farming?
No, you spend more of your time fighting and less time farming. You do have to farm to get into certain areas, but it's still more fighting, and it's a nice balance.
Well, anyways, Aaron's gonna ship out so he can go watch TV or play his games.
And you have 2 Dark Kingdoms, the Brotherhood of the whatever, and that other one. Those are good. You haven't played them yet. You still have Brave Traveler or whatever that you haven't played.
He's talking about
PSP.
Yes, the PSP. Oh, I'm gonna have to go by your place a little later and use your cleaners to clean the screen up on both systems, PSP and DS. So.
Oh yeah.
I also was looking at PSP systems. The 3000 model is about 240. So.
I gotta use it on your TV too. You got sneeze stains all over it.
But I blame Blizzard. He sneezes a lot.
So,
anyways, I want to discuss games with Aaron. Portables. I don't want to discuss PS3 or
I want this Gaia portable. I know it's like $70, but
actually it's like 50, but that's for the DS.
If it's like 50, I might just do it.
47 plus shipping.
What are you punishing yourself for?
However, I might do it so you can pay the extra money for the 70 one down below because they vary in price on Amazon.
I better beat you to it then. But you'll probably confiscate mine and make me buy another copy then. Anyway, see you later.
Anyways, everyone, we're going to discuss more video games later, but before I go out and run to the mail, it said the first explorers retrieved the Grail, a king from the legendary floating palace, were rewarded with wealth and fame beyond imagining. Enter Legar and begin your journey. New character classes. Build your party from 12 different classes, include the new War Magus, Gunner, and Beast. Redefine mapping. New options let you mark map points, shortcuts, and hazards. More fiendish foes. The terrible pursuers return with new and deadly tricks. So this is the second one my sister got. Let's see. The third one is this one. Let's see what the third one says. The third one seems pretty cool. Third one says, hit the ocean with your party and uncover the secret of why half of the once vibrant, technologically advanced city of Armor Road sank below the waves. Customize your party members down to their classes and subclass and skill set to take the adventure your way. Use your stylus and map maker to create dungeon maps that will be critical to your survival. Sail the high seas, explore the depths of the dungeons, battle ships, fight monsters, even go fishing. Up to 5 friends can team up in special combat challenges over a local wireless connection. This is Etrian Odyssey, the Drowned City. The fourth one is... we don't even know what the fourth one is. Let's see. Etrian Odyssey 4 is... a new Odyssey begins in 3D. For centuries, the tree Yggdrasil has been a constant presence of the lives and the people of Tharsis, but its roots are in a far-off land yet to be discovered. The ruler of Tharsis thus sponsors explorer guilds to uncover Yggdrasil's secrets, and you, fair adventurer, next to seek fame, fortune, the answers of Tharsis' oldest mystery. Says, whether traveling by foot or sky ship, there's plenty of treasure and danger to find in the immense 3D environments. The analog camera will help you leave no space unexplored. Use the button touchscreen to create your own map, marking paths, traveled, secret shortcuts, dangerous safe areas, and more. Beginner and newcomers can be more easily learn the ropes without fear of setback, and difficulty can be adjusted up or down at any time. Blizzard, knock it off. So, there you have it, everyone. So, that is really cool. I do want to say before I go, since you guys have listened to me this far, what Aaron was talking about is one thing, but this book here The one Angela got me. Jesus Today, let me read you this. It says, was written during a very difficult time in Sarah Young's life, yada, yada, yada. Basically, it says, put hope into, well, I'm not going to read it all. Put hope into Jesus. Now, there's 150 chapters. I, of course, am on chapter 109. I read a lot, and I'm going to reread it and keep rereading. This one, Jesus Lives, says, through the word specialized in separation and losses, the Bible says there's nothing at all in creation can separate you from Jesus' love. So, Jesus lives. Seeing his love in your life. So, basically, it's got 300 and, I don't even know, 359 pages. Let's knock it off! Anyways, he'll be barking soon enough, but anyways, so I wanted to share that with you all, that these books are really cool. I took them I only read like 2 chapters in this red one. I'm trying to read slower in the red one, but the blue one, in my opinion, is better off. The third book in the series is Jesus Calling, and it is amazing. It's got a yearly devotion and a scripture with it, which you don't have to look up the scripture. It's already there. So, anyways, today's adventure is not over. I got cleaning to do. I got to go check the mailbox yet again, and I got to make sure the bill goes out before the mail lady comes. So, that's it, everyone. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions. Thank you, and may God bless you all.